Well, good morning, everybody. It's a cold January morning here, and it is about 9 degrees. Yeah, balmy, sticky inside here. Well, we're back at 1025 Douglas with Dave Hellyer of Hellyer Custom Builders. And Dave's just going to take us through, we had a couple videos earlier, I guess late fall, when this was the framing was just starting. And since then, we've taken a few weeks off, and quite a bit's been done. So Dave's going to go ahead and catch us up on the project. Just kind of let us know where the vision of the project is at. And now that the walls are put up, or at least the framing is put up, we can really see this project coming together.
Okay. Basically, we're standing in the foyer right now. We have a dining room off to the left here. I think we kind of talked about this a little bit earlier on when things were just getting started, but it starts to take shape, and I think really has a nice flow to everything.
So when you walk in the front door, so we're standing at the front door right now. So right in the foyer entry here, we're going to see this beautiful fireplace.
Yep.
The 10-foot ceilings.
Mm-hmm.
It's really going to, it's a statement piece, right? I mean, it's
Absolutely.
really going to.
Yep. Okay. Into the dining room here, we have we'll have wainscot paneling. The outlets are on the baseboard here, and then we have the French doors that open up to the front porch here. That really makes this a great entertaining space, a great family space. Works really well with I think all aspects of the area here. Everything is open. We have a really cool eat-in custom built-in bench over here. We're actually going to be doing a custom table also. And then that'll accommodate the seating here. This is going to be a fold-up window, but we have to incorporate it with the granite. That's why it's not in right now. But the folding window will be a pass-through to the outside. Really going to be a cool element. We can talk back about the mudroom here real quick if you'd like to.
Yeah, let's do that.
Real quick, walk-in pantry there. Okay, nice features. So we are doing a Lutron system in here that will be controlled with with your phone or something along those lines. So,
Okay.
So there's a lot of switches and stuff that we do, hidden switches. But
okay. And sorry, so what's that Lutron system going to do for the homeowner?
It's basically a lighting system that you'll be able to control from your phone, but it also groups together and handles like you don't have a 4-pack of switches on a wall or a 5-pack of switches. Just cleans things up. Yeah. So you have one keypad with 5 different switches on it.
And you could tie that into like a Sonos system or something like that.
Yep,
for home
exactly.
From home audio.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
We use
All right.
Lon G is really the system that we use, but
Okay.
we'll talk about that a little bit further
Okay.
down the road when it gets installed.
Yeah, sure. Okay, so Dave and I were talking a little bit earlier, and I thought this was interesting, and hopefully you find it interesting too. So, Dave's about to do the pre-drywall inspection with the city coming up here. And one of the things that you mentioned, Dave, is that before you can do drywall, they do the inspections, right? But before you can do the drywall, you typically have to dry out the wood, and it's something that I just never, I guess I never really thought about it. Mm-hmm. So why don't you go ahead and explain why that is?
Well, we basically we check the moisture content of the studs. With the temperatures being what they are, it makes it a lot easier because it's naturally very dry. Yeah. In the summer, it's a little different condition. Sure. When you have that humidity that's been trapped in there, maybe you have a little more rain. But we, in all our homes, make sure that the studs are at a certain percentage of moisture content prior to drywalling, so we don't shrink, get nail pops, things that kind of twist, that kind of come along with wood that's has too high moisture content.
So you check that with a moisture meter, some kind of, and you run it over the studs.
It goes into the stud, and it's a 2-prong thing, and it gives you a reading. And again, before we do our floors, we lay our wood floors. We do the same thing with our floors. Huh. Now there's so much moisture that's introduced during drywall that it doesn't make sense to check the floors now, because then that moisture just gets reintroduced. So we check that after drywall before we lay the floors to make sure that that's at a tolerable
So the moisture you're talking about is when the guys are doing the mudding and taping and things like that.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Gotcha.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. So moisture is a big deal, right? So in the summertime, how do you how do you handle the moisture? You said you had to run the air conditioning, right?
Well, yeah,
For a
I
while?
mean, well, basically we don't run the air conditioning without the insulation.
Well, yeah.
So yeah, I mean, we'll basically try to dry the air out like that. So
Sure.
we, in the winter, it's a little, you get the benefit of, having the Mother Nature kind of dry things out. In
Sure.
the summer, given this last summer especially, it seems like it was a pretty moist summer, so had a little more work to do.
Yeah, that's interesting about the nail pops, and I guess that's probably why a lot of, like, when you ever do a new construction or remodel project, whatever it is, typically the builder or the contractor comes back after a while to fix the nail pops and whatever else.
Yeah.
And it's just because of humidity.
Yeah, a lot of it has to do with humidity. Structurally speaking, can have an effect on that, but a lot of it does have to do with that.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds simple, sounds
Yep.
logical. I guess I never thought about it. Hopefully that helped you guys out too. All right, we'll talk to you soon.